Hope you knocked out all your chores for the
I'm
day.
already starting a little bit late tonight, so we're gonna cut the little starting segment a little short, a little dark. Welcome back. Slash Spade. Unfortunately, unless I get extremely lucky with chip trading, I don't have the ability to set my own grass panels. If I can get really lucky and end up getting wood powder, that would be great. It's working! Alright, well this is good news. The multi-chat is working now. Cool. Okay, I wasn't sure if multi-chat was gonna be working or not. Let me just change it though. Hold on. Hold on. Where's transform? Edit. Yeah, my multi-chat yesterday just like wasn't working, and now it's working. How far can I uncrop? Let's see. Let's just keep going here. Hooray! It's working again. Oh, hold on. Hold on. It's actually okay. I messed with this yesterday. That's the right side. Yeah, here we go. To be fair, the chip trader did bless the Aquasoul run. I got access to an extra copy of Geyser almost immediately. It took me like 3 or 4 attempts, and I got a copy of Geyser from the Netopia chip trader. So it's possible. It's possible. Is it likely? No, but it's possible. Alright, no one's on Twitch yet. Check it out. I can just switch between Twitch only and multi-chat. It's great. Let me. Sorry, it's taking a little while. I was having issues yesterday with the multi-chat for some reason. Hey, Oscar. How's it going? Hope you're doing alright. So I can make this a little bit taller. There we go. Look at that. Now it looks beautiful. Who's ready to watch me suffer?
We got this.
20 deaths already, and it's been only one stream. I haven't even done Toy Robot. Yeah. The folder is just these 5 chips right now. I have 4 copies of Boomer, 1 side bamboo, and a bunch of junk chips to go with it. Terrible. Oh no! Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Oscar. That is, yeah, that's always rough. That is definitely rough. All right, I guess we're toy roboing right now. I guess I don't really, you know, woo. This has been so much fun. I can't wait to continue my Wood Soul shenanigans. I also realized I looked things up earlier today. Listen, all you need in life to be happy, in my opinion, if you have a GBA emulator, you are perfectly fine. If you have a GBA emulator, you have Pokemon at, like, you have Gen 3 Pokemon or even Gen 2 Pokemon. You have Fire Emblem 7. You have Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. You have Mega Man Battle Network. You have Mega Man Zero. If you have a Game Boy Advance emulator, you are doing fine. At least that is my own personal opinion on the matter. We're gonna do this against this guy, because I'm not dealing with his shenaniganry. Perfect. Hey, nothing wrong with Battle Network 6, that's for sure. Did someone say Fire Emblem? I am bad at Fire Emblem. I'm the kind of person that I will lose a unit to some stupid shit and then reset the game and make sure I don't lose units ever at all. And that OCD kind of makes the game tough. Now technically that's cheating because I'm not supposed to be doing damage with the chips, but oh gosh. Hey, that does kill fast enough. So yeah, I know it's not uncommon, but I actually restarted, I never finished. Tell me how this makes sense. I'm also the kind of person that, like, Fire Emblem games eventually, I don't know why, but I'll hyper-focus on a Fire Emblem game for like 2 weeks. And then after that 2-week period, I just, like, stop playing them and forget all about them. And then when I come back to them, I don't want to play them unless I'm playing from the beginning. So I started playing Fire Emblem 7. For those of you that don't know, the Game Boy Advance game that was called Fire Emblem in the US is actually Fire Emblem 7. Our first Fire Emblem game was the 7th one in the series. And when that game came out on the Switch, I started playing it. And I mean, I played it before. I played it on emulator. I've beaten that game once before on emulator, which, you know, is required for me because of save states. But I started playing it on on this thing, the Game Boy Advance expansion pack. I started playing Fire Emblem on this one. And I don't know how far in I am, but I stopped playing already. That's annoying. Look at that. That hockey buck almost hit me, but luckily it didn't. Because the beginnings are the most interesting part, but also somewhat because if I'm not playing from the beginning and it's been a while since I played the game, I don't remember what the heck is going on. I don't remember which units I've been using, which ones I was planning on using, or anything along those lines. So the reason I picked that up is because when the eShop went down, was it 3 years ago now, I think, is when the eShop got shut down? Or they announced 3 years ago that the eShop was going to be shut down. I ended up getting Fire Emblem Awakening on my 3DS. And I never finished it. I think I was like, I was not far away from finishing the game, I think. I think I was up to like mission, like in the late 20s or something like that. And then I just stopped playing it for some reason, and then never went back to it. And then a few weeks ago, I was like, yeah, let's play Fire Emblem Awakening. That game's really good and fun and stuff. And I started playing it from the beginning. This time I'm in hard mode. The first time I played it, I was playing it on normal mode. Now I'm playing it on hard mode, and I'm like, I played it for a bit, and now I'm again like, I don't know if I want to keep doing this. It's a curse. This is kind of tough, because they can do that. And now I just can't hit them anymore. Give me grass panels! Grass panels! Aw, it was nice while it lasted. Your only exposure to Fire Emblem is Smash. That's true for a lot of people. I remember being a kid in the early 2000s, and then you play Super Smash Bros. Melee for the first time, and everyone's picking this Mark dude, and you're just like, who the heck is this guy, and what game does he come from? And then you see Roy, and you're like, who the heck is this guy, and what game does he come from? Like, what is going, who are these people? And now there's like 15 separate Fire Emblem characters that are all just hanging out in Smash Bros. Mark is honestly really fun. No, Dark, we don't want to hear that. I actually played Fire Emblem Heroes as well for like 5 days. I literally just played Fire Emblem Heroes for 5 days, and I was like, nah, I'm gonna go play Dragalia now. And then they shut down Dragalia Lost, and I'm so sad about it because that was such a good game. Why does Nintendo take away things that everyone loves? I feel like Nintendo would print so much money if they did Dragalia Lost again. Give me my grass panels. I don't know. You miss Melee Mark? Everyone misses Melee Mark. Everyone misses having the ability to grab someone from across the stage. Alright, who is ready for death number 21? Here it comes. Let me check. Okay, I'm just double checking to make sure that Twitch chat is not just missing for some reason. Oh yeah, so that actually went extremely well because I got lucky enough to have 2 boomers. Awesome. Alright, so I don't know how long we'll be on tonight. Maybe for about an hour or so from now. Like around 9:30, maybe 10 o'clock at the latest is when I'll get off. But the goal for tonight is to definitely finish the toy Robocoms. Probably do the... what's the other thing? After Toy Robos, I have to do the point collection thing, and then be ready to do the second tournament tomorrow. If I do like one round of the second tournament tomorrow, I'm fine with that. Happy when Martha's hilarious. Yes. I used to play Link in Melee back when I was in high school. Those were good times. I used to play Link, and then I tried picking up Fox, and I was really, really bad at Fox. But at least I was having fun. And then when Super Smash Bros. Brawl came out, Link in Melee's not that bad. I feel like he's actually at his strongest probably in Melee. Anyways, so I played Link and kind of tried playing Fox a little bit in Melee, but mostly it was Link that I would play. Then when Brawl came out and I was in high school, I picked up Diddy Kong as a main, not because Diddy Kong was one of the best characters, but because Diddy Kong is actually one of my favorite Nintendo characters. So I played a lot of Donkey Kong 64 when I was a kid. And then, halfway through Brawl's lifespan, I was like, you know what, I want to be able to play a second character, let me pick up Rob, and I started playing Rob in Brawl. Then Smash 4 comes out, and at this point I was in college, and I am playing with a group of friends in college, and I'm playing Diddy Kong in Smash 4, where he was, back when he was like the number one like top tier character. And all my friends were like, wow, this dude's a tier whore, he just plays the Diddy Kong because he's a top tier character. I'm over here like, no, I play Diddy Kong because he's actually one of my favorite, Nintendo characters. So then I start playing against my friends, and one of my friends was like very into the competitive scene, and he's watching me play Diddy Kong, and he's just like, you know what, you're right, you definitely only play this character because you like him, because you do not play him the way most people would play Diddy Kong. And I was like, exactly, that's what I've been saying. It's good times. I hate these things so much. Yeah, that's exactly how it works, /Spade. But you know what the funny thing is? I was actually one of the better players in my college group. I don't know why I was, but I guess because I had been playing Smash Bros. Even though I wasn't good at it, I had been playing Super Smash Bros. Games since I was in middle school, like 2004, 2005-ish is when my next door neighbor got Super Smash Bros. And we started playing it a lot. Then I played it a lot in high school. I was playing Melee, and then I started playing Brawl halfway through high school because Brawl came out when I was in 10th grade. So after 10th grade, I ended up getting, like, I was playing it while I was in 10th grade and, the school's video game club. And then I was playing, hold up, let me just delete the sheep real quick. And then I would play, No! So the thing was, yeah, Attack Max is early. I don't have Attack Max, I have, this one. I have Buster Pack, because you get Buster Pack from the, Lotto Code trader. It's not that everyone else was playing Diddy Kong wrong. No one else in my my college group at that time was playing Diddy Kong, but one of my friends was like more into competitiveness, that like the competitive scene, than the other people in the group, and he was watching me play Diddy Kong, and he was like, yeah, you're right, you don't play him because you're not tier whoring him, you actually just like him. And I was like, that's what I've been saying, I just like the character, he's like one of my favorite Nintendo characters. Molko Rush, that's useless. It was good times. I miss that group sometimes, and by sometimes I mean most of the time. I really have not played Super Smash Bros. Much since then. I have it. It's like sitting on my nightstand. Maybe if you guys would want to ever do that, I could definitely do like a Smash Bros night every so often as well. I know I'm planning on doing I'll have to do another Al Network PvP night at some point. Alright, I never played Diddy Kong Racing, but I don't mind stories, so let's hear it. Isn't it also hilarious, the fact that I'm over here saying that Diddy's one of my favorite characters from Nintendo, but I've never played his racing game. You're not playing Battle Network anymore? Why not? What happened? I need this guy to go somewhere where I can hit him. Thank you. Accidentally bumped a cartridge mid-campaign. Next time I started it with secret space levels. That's hilarious. If you guys want to hear something maybe somewhat similar happened to my cousin. My cousin never bought Pokemon Sword or Shield. He borrowed Pokemon Sword, I think it was, from a friend of his. His friend had the physical cartridge. My cousin borrowed it from his friend. And when my cousin gave the cartridge back to his friend, he tried playing it without the cartridge, and his Switch was loading the game up. So my cousin was able to continue playing. He was able to continue playing Pokemon Sword without owning the cartridge and having never bought the game before. He just borrowed the cartridge from a friend one time. Yeah, Charge Attack is just like not even that it's sluggish. It's just that it's got, you know, it's got limited range, unfortunately. That is the most dead Billy virus we've ever seen. He took quadruple damage from that. I know that's not how it's supposed to work. How great is that? Also, Blaze, hello. I did see your message. I'm sorry it took me so long to respond to you. Yeah, definitely not how it's supposed to work. And I was a little bit jealous of my cousin for being able to do that. I wanted the same thing to, I wanted that to work for me too. I did end up getting Pokemon Sword. I was and still am one of those people that was boycotting Pokemon Sword. I ended up getting it as a used copy though. I never bought a new copy of that game. And having played it, yeah, it really wasn't that fun. I don't know what it is about Pokemon Sword. I don't know if it's because I already disliked the game, like, or expected to dislike the game going into it, but I really just didn't have fun playing it. This is a dangerous fight. We gotta be careful here. Okay. That's exactly what I was talking about. I'm doing well. How are you doing? Wait, there's a grass panel here for me to heal on, but... Yes! Get my healing up. Look at my health! Wait! Yes! It's possible to heal. I'm full HP, guys. I did it. It's possible after all. Owie, that hurt though. That's okay, I'm just gonna heal up again. It's kind of funny how like fast the healing is. Ah, he's okay. He got really lucky. I don't know how, but my cousin just got really lucky with that, honestly. Full HP and a soul run. I know, right? And I didn't have to use a full heal. Okay, I just realized, Maestro, that you are... I totally forgot that you are one of the Twitch viewers, and I am glad to see that my multi-chat is working again, officially. Oh god, that's death. That's what that looks like. That looks a lot like that fireball coming right at me. Oh god damn it, double boomer. I'm running out of grass panels. Ah, he's gonna attack me. You do net battle and chill lo-fi remixes? Alright, first question I need to ask you. Can you send me links to your music so I could use it in my videos and stuff? Like, I would greatly appreciate that. That's number one. Number two, I do like the EXE main themes, honestly. But I'll be honest, I think for me, one of the big draws of the Battle.net games has always been the music. I have always just really enjoyed the Battle.net music, which is great for when you're doing the toy RoboComps, and if you don't like the music from Battle.net games and you're going through these comps, you're gonna have a bad time. But just so that we're all aware of what the heck I'm talking about. If it's drowning me out, that's fine. We're gonna listen to this music now for a little while. Have fun, everyone. Oh, that hurt a lot. It's a good thing I have a grass panel right now. Alright, I healed up to almost full. Dude, the healing is ridiculous. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up your music. I'm gonna have to look that up. Thank you very much for that. You know what? I'm not even gonna run. If I run, we're not gonna hear the music. Just enjoy this for 30 seconds or so. I hope you guys love the toy RoboComp music. Cause now it's gonna be stuck in your heads for the rest of the day. You're welcome. Alright, that's enough of that. I did have fun with that. Mostly what I've been doing, I don't know how many of you guys noticed, like, I don't know how many people actually pay attention to the music in my videos. Mostly what I've been trying to do is get, like, the Super Smash Bros. Ultimate soundtracks for a lot of the Mega Man stages. But then I try to correspond the music to what's going on. Like, for example, I have the Fireman music. Like, I have Fireman's theme, I have Napalm Man's theme downloaded and all that stuff, and I've been using, like, those themes. Like, when I did my fire transformation video, I had Fireman's music playing for that segment of the video. I had the Napalm Man stage theme playing for that segment of it. It's been good times. I've been enjoying that. He's stuck. He deserved that. He deserved every bit of that. Well, unfortunately the tornado missed and he's about to attack me and I just lost all my grass panels. There we go. That's what I was hoping for. Alright, so this is one of the nice areas in the game where I actually do just have access to grass panels, which means I get to heal. It's great. I'm enjoying this so far. Ironically, the Undernet is also going to have grass panels. I don't know if Undernet 6 is going to have grass panels though. Unfortunately, I was looking it up earlier and it is possible for me to get Element Leaf in this run, but I would have to go into Undernet 6 for that, so we will see about that. I think Wood Powder maybe is possible in Undernet 6 as well. I have to see if the right virus drops for that. But yeah, it's gonna be a little scary going into the Undernet in this run. But we're gonna have to do it, unfortunately. I do want to get Boomer 2, which I can get from a very, very rare virus encounter, which does mean that I'm going to have to have the collect program in order to not be tortured during that. I mean, we'll talk about Battle.net 4 for now because, you know, that is the game I'm playing, so. Oh, hold on, this is thank you, copy damage. That was a super easy fight. The only thing in this run, like, obviously this run is tough, but like, the thing I'm most worried about is gonna be duo. I think it is. I think it is, and I almost feel like it's gonna be mandatory to do that. Like 1 or 2 copies of wood powder, maybe 2 copies, so that the first one I could just use early on in the run, and then the second one I would use for yeah. There is no wood powder in green mystery datas though in the first playthrough, so I can't get it from green mystery datas. I would have to get it from a virus fight or from chip traders. At least as far as I know. I believe that you can get wood powder and all the other like element panel changing chips in Undernet 4, but that's only starting in the 3rd playthrough. Like you have to be in game 3 to do that. Aw, this is a metal panel, so I can't even break it. Alright, at least these fights are doable. Did I pick up the data? I did. Okay. Trying to remember if I picked up the data or not. I should be good. Alright, so River Comp's not too bad so far. I don't know how much of it we'd be able to get through, but I maybe we'll at least be starting the second tournament tonight. It's like I said, I'm gonna be on until around 9:30, 10 o'clock or so. Pizza pockets, that sounds good. I had something kind of similar for lunch today. I ended up getting a chicken parmesan hero for lunch. It was one of my favorite lunches to have. This kind of sucks. That was close. Surprised I didn't accidentally walk into the shockwave. I mean, to be fair, I was at work today, of course, and my boss was like, you know what? I'm in the mood for so-and-so from the pizzeria. And I was like, yep, I'm gonna get my patented chicken parmesan, because, like, the pizzeria that I get it from, so good. When Duo uses Meteor Knuckle, Hey guys, you want a spoiler for the Fire Soul run video? I died to Meteor Knuckle in that run. Like, actually, Meteor Knuckle itself actually deleted me at one point. It was kind of funny. At least I think it did. I'm pretty sure it did. I try not to eat out too much, but at the same time, I'm like I try not to like get food, like going out to buy food or whatever too much, but at the same time, it's like I don't have a lot of time for cooking and whatnot, and I'm also just very lazy, and I don't like cooking. Not lazy, but like, and I just don't like cooking most of the time. I don't like the fact that they both dodged that. That was a little bit lucky, I'm not gonna lie. Please tell me that this at least hits these enemies and kills a couple of them. Thank you, killed one of them at least. Oh good, the second guy walked into that. Can we double air grab here? Oh, come on. There we go. I mean, it is repetitive, but I don't really mind things that are a little bit repetitive, especially if it's something I do genuinely enjoy. If I didn't actually enjoy playing the Battle Arc games, I would not be playing them so much. Like Balnark 4, people have asked me already, like, oh, since you're doing content on Balnark now, have you like, do you enjoy the games less? And I'm over here like, nope, been playing Balnark 4/5/3/2/whatever. Like, I've been playing various games from the series in my free time. Like, I literally started playing Balnark 4. Here's this. Get this to make sense. Over the weekend, a game that I decided I needed to start playing was Balnark 4 Blue Moon on my Switch. I literally started playing Balnark 4. The same game I'm playing right now on stream, I was playing in my free time, and in fact I was playing it on my way home from work just now. I don't mind the grind in Balnark games. For the most part, like, I don't really care too much about that. I generally, if I'm playing Balnark games, I usually have like some kind of background noise, or like I'm watching YouTube videos or listening to music or whatever, and I'm focusing on that in addition to like playing the games. When I'm streaming these games, it's not bad, because especially like now, like a year and a half, like, depending on like the night, sometimes Twitch had like 2 or 3 people watching, but not everyone was super active. Sometimes I would have like 6 or 7 people occasionally watching, and people were being super interactive. Now on YouTube, like, you guys see the chats, like, nowadays with YouTube especially, since I'm streaming here now, a lot of my chats are like way more active than they used to be. Whee! I love doing that, it's so much fun. That's a good way to get rid of these guys. You got copies of Star Force 2 and 3? Oh, that's beautiful. Alright, we gotta go to fight Shade Boy now. I never played Star Force 3, and I'm still sad about that. In fact, I've played Star Force 1 and 2. I might play them on stream eventually, but I was also always thinking that if I do stream those games, that I would be streaming them off the Legacy Collection, so fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Hopefully what ends up happening is that the Legacy Collection, a Legacy Collection for Star Force happens. If so, amazing. If not, I'll probably just play them anyways. I have not played Star Force DX. I should do that. I might actually do that eventually. At some point, I don't know when exactly, but at some point I'm going to start doing more Star Force stuff as well, instead of just Battle Network. I think that they should put a Star Force, I think they need to make a Star Force Legacy Collection. The only thing is that because new consoles don't have a dual screen, it's probably a little bit more difficult to, it's probably a bit more difficult now to incorporate like DS games on newer systems. But then again, you know, they were able to... I'm not allowed to use attack left hand, unfortunately. All the games we played as kids either aged terribly or are genuinely great. Yeah. Like Donkey Kong 64. Donkey Kong 64 aged terribly, but it's genuinely great. I have not played a DK64 randomizer seed all year long. I literally in January my work schedule kind of changed, and so I didn't have as much time to do it anymore. Maybe that's what I should stream tomorrow. I was planning on doing a stream tomorrow morning as well. Megas are good for your soul. True. DK64 is a disaster beast. I will say, love it or hate it, the Donkey Kong 64 randomizer, really good. Very fun. I have not played vanilla. I have not played a vanilla version of Donkey Kong 64 with the reswap pack yet. I might actually do that one day. Because I feel like it would be so much more fun to 100% that game if you don't have to run back to a tag barrel every 2 seconds. Bramble Blast is by far one of my favorite Donkey Kong soundtracks of all time, ever. Like, I love Bramble Blast. It's so good. Bramble Blast, if you are uncertain of it or you didn't know, is I think it's from Donkey Kong Country 2 specifically. It had a different name though. It wasn't called Bramble Blast originally. It was called Sticker Brush Symphony, I believe. I never played Metal Gear Solid games. That's not true. I played Metal Gear Solid 2 on PlayStation 2 when I owned. So when I must have been in, I think it was in high school. I think it was, but this was before I had a Wii. When I was in like late 9th grade, I believe it was, one of my neighbors who was moving gave me his PlayStation, but warned me that his PlayStation wasn't like reading some discs, and he gave me a few games, and one of the games he gave me was Metal Gear Solid 2, so I started playing Metal Gear Solid 2. I was really bad at it, but I was enjoying it, and I only like ever got to the point where I beat the first boss of that game, and that's it. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Dark. I hope things are going better for you now. Shotgun, am I willing enough to grind for star code wood chips? I have no choice but to do so. In order for me to get maximum power on some of my chips, I will have to grind star code chips for, like, I need to grind for Boomer Star, and I need to grind for, what's the other one? Boomer Star and Side Bamboo 1, both come in the star code. Have to grind for both of those. The reason why I need to do it is because there are going to be some really strong null element chips later on in the game that do not share code with those chips otherwise. For example, do you guys know that one of the chips I'll be able to throw into my folder to buff the damage of wood chips is the Blue Moon Giga Chip that does 200 damage. It will be a plus 200 to a wood chip. That has to be something that I pick up. But the only B code chip I would be able to use that with, unfortunately, is, I believe, what's that thing called? Oh god, that was scary. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the only B code chip I could get is Side Bamboo 1. But then Side Bamboo 1 and a B code specifically won't be able to stack with other chips like Element Sand or Twin Fang 3, etc. So I do need to make sure that I grind for those chips. Skylight, that's what it is. That's fair. That's fair, Dark. Metal Gear Solid 2 as an intro to Metal Gear Solid is insane. Well, my parents would definitely never have okayed me buying a game like Metal Gear Solid if they knew it was like a very shooty game. It is Boktai time. We're about to put the vampire 6 feet under, only for him to show up like 7 more times before the series ends. We're just gonna make sure that, oh, he took the damage, but he didn't die. We're just gonna get rid of that, and then, alright, we did damage to him, but he's not dead. Perfect, here we go. To be fair, this is a really cool Robocomp. It looks awesome. First 3 felt like filter, it's because they were. Let's be honest, this entire section of the game is filter. Alright, time for the Will I Beat Fade Man part of the game. There's no switch. I beat the first mission after like 15,000 attempts, to be fair. That's okay, I never really got into Metal Gear Solid anyways. that PlayStation that I'm talking about, that my neighbor gave me, and he warned me that it sometimes didn't read discs. It turns out that that was very true. That thing was broken and stopped reading the discs I tried playing with after like a few months. However, good thing about that time of my life, my best friend from middle school transferred into my high school after 9th grade. So in 10th grade, he transferred to my high school, so we were in the same school again. And he came over to my house one day after I got this PlayStation, and he decided to give me a few PlayStation games. The 2 games that he gave me for me to borrow were, and this is awesome for me, Ratchet and Clank, which I never played. Sorry, Ratchet and Clank fans. He also gave me Mega Man X7, with a game that I actually very much did enjoy. Sorry, people that hate Mega Man X7. And he gave me Kingdom Hearts. So that was the first time I played Kingdom Hearts. So at least that PlayStation, even though it didn't last very long, it did last long enough for me to start playing Kingdom Hearts 1. I never got to finish Kingdom Hearts 1 because that's when the PlayStation stopped working. Perfect. I absolutely love Kingdom Hearts. I am a huge Kingdom Hearts fan. I am balanced with light and dark. This is the perfect time to be talking about the balance between light and dark, as we just use the Dark Soul to delete Shade Boy. Hold on, we're not skipping this, blah blah blah, talkie. Because I love this deletion scene. I don't remember what his opinion on X7 is, and I don't even think he remembers that game well enough to form an opinion in today's day and age. My opinion on X7 is I actually did enjoy that game, I just really needed to mute it when I fought Flame Hyanard. Simple and Clean is an amazing, absolutely beautiful song, and I love it. Kingdom Hearts, I knew nothing about it. I don't even know if I had heard about it before my friend let me borrow it. I didn't, I didn't ever see commercials for it or anything, so I didn't really know of its existence. And then he just gave it to me, and when my friend let me borrow Kingdom Hearts, I didn't even play it right away. I played for like a week or two. I was playing X7 instead. And then one random Saturday night, I was like, okay, my friend gave me this Kingdom Hearts game. I was like, he told me it's really good and I should try it. I'm like, okay, let's take a break from X7. I popped in Kingdom Hearts 1 on my Switch. On my PlayStation 2. I pop in Kingdom Hearts 1. And I start playing the game. I don't know what it is. Kingdom Hearts 1, I just immediately fell in love with that game. The entire next day, the only thing I did that next day was play Kingdom Hearts. The entire day. My parents were pissed at me that day for like not putting the PlayStation away. Alright guys, time to collect some points or whatever. I think within the next half hour we can definitely start at least the first round of the tournament. I don't hate X8. To be fair, I'm very bad at criticizing things, and I'm the kind of person that I will still enjoy games even if they are not considered to be good or the best. People criticize Donkey Kong 64 all the time. I absolutely love that game. People criticize X7 and X8 all the time. I like both of those games. People say Battle 4 is a terrible game that shouldn't have existed. I absolutely adore this game. And so, I still like X7. The only X game I kind of didn't like, and this is a skill issue more than anything else, I didn't like X6 when I tried it. But again, that's a skill issue, that's on me. X8 demake, I have heard a lot about the X8 demake. Apparently it's really good, and I definitely need to try it out at some point. So, yeah, and there's nothing wrong with that. If your friend enjoys the worst Sonic game that ever existed in the history of all humanity, that's totally fine. Let them enjoy it. You can still enjoy things while acknowledging that they're a dumpster fire of a train wreck, just like BN4 4. I acknowledge all the issues that this game has, but I still enjoy all of the positive aspects of this game. A lot of the battle chips in this game are actually kind of good. The only thing I wish was that there were more viruses in this game for more chip like variety, but still the chips and the folders that you can make in this game are still pretty decent. That's also another thing, people who know something is bad but love it because of how bad it is. For example, I am a huge enjoyer of Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Duel Stories, you know, that game on the Game Boy Color where if you put Karibo in defense mode and Kaiba's Blue Eyes White Dragon attacks into your Karibo kills that Blue Eyes White Dragon from defense mode. That game, I love it. It's like one of the best Yu-Gi-Oh! Games of all time. That game is so hilariously bad that it actually rolled over the stats on how bad it is, rolled over and became good off of it. It's like when you were playing when you played Pokemon. There we go. Generation 1 Pokemon in Red, Blue, and Yellow, if you used Swords Dance too often, your Pokemon's attack stat would actually roll past the 999 limit, and then it would drop. Your Pokemon would, instead of having an attack stat of 1000 and something, your Pokemon would have, yeah, integer overflow. Exactly, thank you. I knew there was a word for it, and I just didn't remember what it is. Real thing. Real thing. Because of the attribute system that exists in Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Duel Stories, if you guys have never played Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Duel Stories, I highly recommend. What are you waiting for? Like, actually, fun game. Like, unironically, I like it a lot. It's old school Yu-Gi-Oh! So it's gonna be a lot of the OG garbage monsters that you don't remember. Other things to point out about Yu-Gi-Oh! Dark Duel Stories is that a lot of monsters that have effects simply do not have their effects. There's like very few effect monsters in that game. Some of the monsters that do have effects are monsters that are usually vanilla monsters in the original game. For example, if you summon Flame Swordsman, you could activate its ability to destroy dinosaurs on the field, because apparently what they did was they wanted, I guess Dark Duel Stories is slightly more based off of the anime, so some of the effects come directly from the anime. How do you make a good Tomahawk Aqua folder for BN4 6 faults or B code? If you do B code, it's going to be more of a, admittedly, this stupid thing? Hey, dodge. B code, there's not going to be a lot of things that you can use for Aqua Cross, but Tomahawk Cross B code is insanely good. If you want the actual folder, it's what Blaze just said, B's. It is, you know what? Give me like 2 seconds, guys. Now I need to do something real quick. I need to shamelessly plug myself. Hold on. Not you. I almost got baited by a thumbnail. That's the wrong thumbnail. Here it is. Copy link. Alright, here we go. There you go. Wait, no, wait. There you are. Here, enjoy. That is my video on my B code folder for BN4 6. Oh, you already saw it. Darn. Yeah, I did a folder decoder on it because that is my #1 favorite folder to use in all of BN4 6. It is stupid how strong it is. Otherwise, what you could also do is I don't know if there's a lot of Aqua chips in G code, but you can definitely do G code for Tomahawk Soul, or Cross rather, because G code has a Wood Dragon and Heat Dragon. If you want something that's good for Aqua Soul, for Aqua Style, I know that, or Aqua Cross rather. What's it called? H code apparently is really good on Aqua Cross, because you can use like ice, what's it called? You could use Aqua Dragon to freeze opponents that are in their front column, and then use like Aura Head or other breaker element chips to do a lot of damage. Yeah, Valor 6 is just whatever you feel like doing, you can do. Hold on, Maestro, you said, who was it that said, I saw something. I saw someone say something about Pokemon TCG Pocket. I don't remember what it was. I saw something about it. This is what I was looking for. Going back between... No, this is why we save. Going back and forth between TCG Pocket and TCG... Pokemon TCG on the Game Boy Color is one of the greatest games of all time that ever existed. Like, ever. And I absolutely love that game, and I will always play it. And I should probably play that game on stream at some point in my life. Snake Arm? Why is my health dropping like that? I love when I get this question. So the reason my health is dropping is because I am using patch cards, which give me a permanent double soul transformation. So I'm like, you see that I don't actually have to activate Wood Soul, I am just permanently in Wood Soul. And so that's like one of the patch cards in the Legacy Collection that allows you to automatically have a double soul active. However, the thing about that is that those patch cards, because they would be way too strong without a downside, the downside is that they give you an HP battle bug. So your HP drains the entire time you're in a fight. I am also glad that the Pokemon TCG Game Boy Color game, like the second game, got a fan translation, because it deserved it. I don't know exactly where you can find it, but if you just look up Pokemon TCG like Game Boy Color 2. The game was called Pokemon Game Boy Color, Pokemon TCG, Here Comes Team Great Rocket or something like that. Yeah, I highly recommend Pokemon TCG on the Game Boy. It's incredible. Anyways guys, give me like 2 seconds. Y'all do not blame me for my sister's stupidity, please, and thank you. I am so sorry for that. My sister's light in her room doesn't, like, when she turns it off, it still, like, glows dimly, and she's being a big baby about it. Sup, I'm back. Sorry, everyone. I know the thing dimmed out because I was gone for so long. I don't know how long I was gone for. I'm mad about it. Alright, we just got 3 more points to go. And then, in order to make it up to you guys, we're going to do the first round of the tournament tonight. No matter who it is. I wish I could, but she's very... Air hockey E, oh boy, if only I was allowed to use that. Hey, you guys remember when I did a Metal Soul run and I was allowed to use air hockey, so I did. But then my Dark Soul also started using air hockey and killed me like 16 times with it. Good times, good times. I don't miss that. That was terrible times. Oh no, I accidentally hit the I didn't use crack out in the wrong spot. Yeah, Whistle Run. It's been woo. Woo. Oh, Spice, if only I could be that lucky. Dark, have a good night. Thank you for being here as always. I didn't get to see everyone's chat messages. I'm so sorry about that. Hey look, a mystery data. I'm gonna get that one. Oh wait, that mystery data is in the same spot where I need to go right now anyways. What did I even miss? Let's see, dead air on my stream. Alright, Oscar's unsubbing, I understand, that's fine. So, here's the thing. Even chair streams are better than this. I know, I'm sorry guys. I mean, so is mine, unfortunately. I don't know if you guys would like my gamer chair though. I got a cheap little chair from IKEA. Cause did you guys know that IKEA sells gamer chairs? Like that's a thing. Which I am surprised by the fact that they make gamer chairs. Like when I saw it the first time, I was like, oh my god, they do. And it's you know, it's not bad. It was a cheap little chair and I got it on sale, so it was only like $100-ish total or something like that. You're sitting in an IKEA chair right now. That's right, IKEA furniture, man. That stuff's good. Alright, well, here's our 50 points. Your gaming chair is a wood dining room chair with a very thin pillow. Dude, you must be like rank 1 in like every game you play with a gamer chair like that. Alright, we got this, right? We're gonna win. Let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see who the first tournament opponent is gonna be. Thank you for being here, Maestro. Thank you for letting me know about your music as well, and I will definitely make sure to look into that. Alright, let's see. Oh, look at that! We don't get access to the Woodman chip. That's... that's great, I guess. And we don't know who we face in the final round either. But we're going to be fighting Metal Man. You're mid in a lot of games you play. Me too. Oh hey look, it's that girl from the previous game that owned the shop outside of the inn. Nice to meet you? What do you mean nice to meet you? We literally fought each other in the N1GP, you weirdo. Dude, this game is so bad. I know, and to be fair, the Woodman chip sucks. So, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Do I get my second folder now? Oh, I did get my second folder now. Is there anything helpful in here? Other than an area grab? Oh! Well, hold on. That's useful. That is a usable chip. Mini Bomb in Star Code actually is usable in this folder because Mini Bomb in the Star Code can empower my chips. I am also very different from my family. What you should do is dress it up as a Deadwood Man in honor of the fact that I've died 21 times in 2 streams. I am also the only gamer in my house. Listen, I would have started streaming and making YouTube videos probably way before I actually did start doing it, but my parents were always very angry about the fact that I liked playing a lot of video games. Oh, that's not gonna hit. Oh, that hit! I thought I was gonna miss. Yo, same, Oscar! My girlfriend's family is super close. Like, they are always so friendly with each other, and I'm just like, huh, that must be nice. Nice boomer. I know, right? It just barely hit that Moloko virus. Weather and